Hey guys, today's a new video, and let's just get started. So first of all, today is the 13th. The Reborn Konoha Jonin, the Shisui Reborn event, it's not going to be until 3 days from now. So yeah, don't worry about that. Essentially, it's a little bit far from now. Now, there's quite a bit to cover. So first of all, let's get started with the protection of the Kaguya Village event. Basically, this is just a DPS test. Especially if you have what do you call it? If you have truly powerful cards. Rewards are just like if you do the most damage in the entire servers, you're gonna get special weapons which give you more ninjutsu damage and are essentially very good weapons for the first Hokage and Madara Uchiha. Um, and that's just for like the top server damage, as in all the servers combined. Then you have each server cause top damage. So within your own server, the person who does the most damage is gonna get 6k gold, 20k seal stones. I mean 2k seal stones, 50 ninja spirit, 500 wipeout coupon, and then 50k rare ore, and then 80 toad sage packages. That's just for number one. Number two obviously gets a little less, and number three a little less. Apart from that, to me, I'm really interested in the rare ore. So this is gonna go on from the 13th to the 15th. So essentially just 2 days. So today, tomorrow, and I believe today is Tuesday. So Wednesday, and then finally on Thursday, it's gonna end. And finally, if you just participate, if you just try up against Kaguya, you don't say you do only one point worth of damage, you're still gonna get 5,000 rare ore, 1,800 gold, 300 seal stones, 240 stamina, and then 200 wipeout coupon, which is fairly good. I mean, just for trying. Now, how do you try? I do believe you have to recharge 220 gold just to get a key. I'm going to be testing that out later in this video because I personally didn't see any particular, um, how do you say it? Any particular notice that says you get one free try on the Kaguya. But I did notice that there was one for recharging, so I'm going to cover that in a second. If you want to see how much damage is being done in your own particular server, just click whatever server you are. So for example, I'm server 12, and nobody has done anything in my server, so that's why it's blank. And then if you want to check out all the servers, right now the person with the highest amount of damage is Shadow223 with 1 billion worth of damage, I believe. That is, let's see, three, yeah, 1 billion worth of damage, which is decent, but I'll show you guys a strategy which can deal um, more or less higher than that, but we'll see. Now, keep in mind for that particular strategy, it's very, very high requirements. If you don't have these cards, you're gonna have to make do with something else, unfortunately. Now, for the protection of the ninja village, my bad. For the Uchiha's will, the combination card, it is between Itachi, Shisui, and Uchiha Kagami, which don't quite remember Kagami, so I mean that's gonna be interesting. Um, but yeah, it's a three card combination card. The ACM Acme, which is weird dojutsu. So basically, deals genjutsu damage with genjutsu neijutsu attributes to all enemy. Has a probability to cause the Inazami effect to the front row. Opposite ninja must hit. So basically, in the ninja, uh, as far as I can interpret for this, you need to hit the person on the opposite side for the effect to take effect. High probability to cause the back row ninja that can't use any passives, which includes weapon passives, and then probability release 1 to 9 tail chakra power. Ignores the backhand. So it looks like it's a combination of Sasuke's, uh, the Indara arrow, Shisui's own confusion, and then finally Itachi's Inazami, which is interesting. I mean, this combination card is definitely going to have a lot of CP simply because it's a three-piece combination card. That much more cards to sorry. One more card to put in, like another couple of million. So I easily predict this particular combination card going up to I don't know, 10, 12 million at the very least, bare minimum. Now, if you want to get Itachi's secondary passive, you need to open it with 50k or gold, I mean. No other way to do it. You can't recharge for it. Well, like you can, but you need to use the gold that you recharged with. If you want the secondary passive for Shisui, you're actually gonna have to recharge throughout the event, I believe. At least that's how it was done. Oh, also the reborn page is open, so just go ahead and open up your free daily little thingamabob, the daily box. You know, gets you free stuff, and if you're number one in server, or if you even just try, you'll get some free stuff, which is good. If you want the secondary passive for Shisui, you're gonna have to recharge 15k gold, which is not cheap, so just keep that in mind. But if you're gonna go for the combination card, you might as well. Now, the combination card in particular, you're actually going to be looking at spending quite a bit of money, as you can see over here. I'm going to go ahead and go all the way down. Where is it? Okay, so combo card uchiha as well. So this is only for today. Keep in mind this is the recharge only for today. It changes with other days. Now, if you recharge 220 gold today, you're gonna get Kaguya's challenge certificate, which is where I said you can get one try on the Kaguya challenge. If you recharge 500 gold, you're going to get one Icha Kagami, so that's one. If you recharge 2,500 gold, you're going to get three Uchiha Kagami, so that's essentially silver Kagami. If you recharge 5,000 gold, that's what gold Kagami and one more Kaguya challenge certificate, one more try essentially. If you recharge 10k gold, you're going to get the Uchiha's Wolf Fragment, which I don't exactly know what that's for, but I would assume that that's for either diamonding Kaguya, no, I mean Kagami, or something else, either way. And then finally, active skill Kotomatsu Kami, Beam of Light, which is the passive for Kagami. And then at 15k gold recharge, you get another certificate, another 30 Uchiha's Will Fragment. At 20k, you get the final 20 Uchiha's Will Fragment, which once again... Oh, my bad. That's for the combination card. Okay, that makes sense. The combination card fragments. Sorry, I thought it was a map, because there is a material for Itachi that sounds very similar. Anyways, and then at 20k gold, you're going to get the recharge coupon times 500, and then at 25k gold recharge, you're going to get all the combination card in its totality, and then one more Kaguya challenge certificate. Now, is the combination card worth it? I don't particularly know. It's quite a bit of money, and but you do get some free stuff because of the Kaguya challenge. If you have a high enough damage, you can easily dominate in there, but that's kind of up to you whether you want to recharge. Personally, I won't be recharging except for maybe the 220 gold for that Kaguya challenge certificate if I don't already get a free try. But yeah, otherwise it's just consumption as regular, as you can see over here. If you want to get Kagami's items, you actually need to consume quite a bit of gold. For Kagami's ninja suit, which I do think is the final item for Kagami in particular, you have to recharge 18k gold. Now, anything below that, oh my bad, 25k gold for Kagami's headband, which is good. I mean, you get most of the items at tier 3, so that's actually rather good. But the thing is that you have to consume quite a bit of gold. I mean, especially for items such as Itachi's Yatan no Kagami or the Sword of Tosca. So yeah, quite a bit of consumption for those guys. Kagami 25k at the very least for all of her items. I do believe it's a her. I could be wrong though. So yeah, that's really about it when it comes to today's recharge. Now, if I can manage to get at the very least number 2 or even number 3 recharge in my own server, I'm definitely gonna be able to do the Diamond Reborn video within 2-3 days, a lot sooner than I thought, because I was actually expecting for myself to wait at the very least 4 or 5 days. I mean, a week or two just to get all the ore. As you can see, I've actually haven't been slacking. I've been diligent. I'm at 8.2k worth of rare ore. So essentially 10k more. But if everything comes through because of the Kaguya damage thing, I'm gonna be able to do a lot more very quickly. So now that that's covered, let's check out tomorrow's recharge actually, because that should be rather important at the very least in my opinion. Um, because I mean, if I can recharge like on Thursday, it would be a lot easier instead of recharging today for that certificate. So let's see. If you recharge tomorrow, actually, if you recharge 30 gold, you're gonna get 50 bloodline stone and 10 toad sage, which is kind of weird, but I mean, either way, you get something fairly free. If you recharge 750 gold for 2 continuous days, so tomorrow and the day after, you're gonna get one big toad, 30 big toad kichis, 50 bloodline stone, and then one konoha jonin, which is shisui. And let's see. If you do a gold 10 draw, you apparently get 5 ninja spirits, so that's cool, I guess. Not the best reward, but not the worst either. Let's go ahead and look over here. Recharge coupon badge of the Uchiha clan for 30 gold. Recharge coupon, Kotomatsukami, recharge coupon. Kaguya challenge certificate. Okay. So the cheaper certificate, it looks like it's gonna be today for 220 gold. Keep that in mind because otherwise you're gonna have to recharge 5k gold to get the certificate any other day. Let's see. Tier 5 refining materials for the 10-hand sonic sword. The Mangekyo Sharingan. Okay, a lot of tier 5 materials for 6k gold. And then 10k, you get a lot of Uchiha's Nightmare. Some Uchihas, not that many, which I'm not going to get because I can just wait for the rare ore. 20k consumption, Uchiha's Nightmare, rare ore times 30k, Konoha Jonin, recharge coupon times 200. Kaguya challenge certificate at 30k gold, Kotomatsukami times 45, which is what you need to train up Itachi all the way up to his second to final form now at the very least. Nowadays, if you want Itachi's final form, you need to get 80 brothers, which I can tell you right now is an extreme amount of cash. But it does boost them up at the very least 1 million worth of CP, so there's something, I suppose. So yeah, now that I've covered all of that, I'm going to go ahead and cover my strategy for Kaguya. So as you can see here, these are my cards. Now, if you want to use this particular strategy, you have to keep in mind that you can't have any active skills. As you can see here, nobody in my team has any sort of active skills. None at all. The reason for that being is because every turn is literally timed down to make sure that any sort of damage that's being done to Kaguya is being done by cards that release right after the Naruto Hinata combination card releases. Now, keep in mind that you're going to want a very, very specific set of releases. So, for example, my my Fight for Love is actually going to release on the first turn. It has, let's see, the Cursula Wrath level 5 on Hinata, and then the same thing on Naruto. So just keep that in mind. You might want to switch this one, the skill, the Demon Fox Cloak, for the Shadow Clone, multiple Shadow Clones if you have it. I'm going to do so right now. Hobi technique on Hashirama is a must. You can switch out Hashirama for Omui, I believe his name is, if you do have his boosting, his 30% boost passive skill, Gold Darui, I believe. That's his name. Yeah, Darui, the 30% boosting passive skill, which he has to be diamond or gold, but for Hashirama he only needs to be bronze. You need to have the Hobi technique, the wood clone, and then you also need to have a world of trees. Those two are crucial in this. Now, you can switch out Orochimaru for this particular combination card, but if you do have this combination card, load it up with as much ninjutsu attack as you possibly can. And if you have the tier 5 Orochimaru's ring and tier 5 Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan for Sasuke, then this card is just perfectly fine to work with what you have. Same thing for this particular card. If you have this one, this is great. equip the multiple shadow clone. If you have the skill called, not the skill, but the tier 5 Fukusaku and Shima on this particular combination card, that's even better. You're going to be dealing a lot of damage. I'm going to show you how I'm going to be dealing a lot of damage. And then finally, Zetsu, if you can. As far as I know, you can switch this out for the Diva Path Conan combination card if you have that ability. Otherwise, you're going to be wanting to work with the 6-path Madara. This actually, just a quick, what do you call it? Asterisk. Madara, he doesn't need to be diamond. He doesn't need to be bronze. He can be purple card for all I care. But what he does need is the Eye of the Moon Madara, which is a 50k skin, which comes with a skill called Nativity of a World of Trees. Now, this particular strategy is based off the fact that you have Naruto Hinata's combination card. Now, what this combination card does, it does a skill called Gentle Phoenix Spiraling Twin Lion Fist. Now, what this does is it deals ninjutsu damage to all enemies with some taijutsu and such, whatever. Now, what we're interested in is that the enemy opposite of this particular combination card, so the enemy in front of this combination card, is going to be sealed both in passives, actives, and weapon passives. Everything is basically going to be silenced, and it ignores backhands. So the reason this is so important for the ignore backhand and the passive sealing is because Kaguya has a nasty passive, which if you attack her for any reason and it triggers her backhand, she is actually going to be immune to any sort of debuffs for the rest. Debuffs for the rest of the battle, and it's just a really big pain in the ass. So you have this right here. This is why you need this particular card. Hashirama is there to boost up your CP, not CP, but your damage because of his passive skill right here, the Hobi technique. The combination card Teacher and Student is for damage, and then obviously to excuse me, to replicate Sasuke's and Orochimaru's, basically to replicate the effect of Sasuke and Orochimaru. It doesn't do as much damage as Sasuke, and it doesn't boost as much as Orochimaru, as far as I can tell. But it does a good enough job for both of them. Keep in mind, for this particular card to be viable in your team, you need to have both the Tier 5 Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan and the Orochimaru's Ring Tier 5. You don't want the Tier 5, what's it called? You don't want the Tier 5 Sword of Kusanagi for either of them, because for Sasuke's Tier 5 Sword of Kusanagi, because if you do have it like that, there's going to be a problem. You can only attack during certain turns. That's the only time you can attack. If you attack any other turns without the ignore backhand a perk, essentially, you're gonna trigger her passive, and that's gonna essentially just ruin the battle for you. So keep that in mind. That's why I don't have any active skills on any of them, because I want them to attack only during certain turns. And then finally for Jiraiya Naruto combination card, that's just for massive amount of DPS, especially if you have the Fukusaku and Shima tier 5 paired up with a multiple shadow clone. Now, if you have these two combination cards in particular, you're going to be able to do a little bit more damage, but I'm not quite sure whether it's going to register. Now, the ability between these two is that if they overlay the Asura mark and the Indra mark, if they overlay that over any card, they're going to do 10% worth of their damage. It's going to cut off 10% worth of their HP, and Kaguya has a lot of HP. So if this is counted when towards your damage counter, you're going to deal at the very least 1 billion after one turn. So if that's counted, keep in mind, it might not be counted because it's a debuff and it just cuts HP down, so they might not like that. Now, then you have Zetsu. Zetsu's there for tangling, twining, because Zetsu has a high possibility to twine for the enemy for 2 rounds, which is what you need him to do. Now, if you have this particular collection, the 3 ninja, you're going to want to equip a Curse Seal of Wrath level 1 on Zetsu and on Madara. This ensures that they release their unique skills after 1 turn. 1 or 2 turns, I can't quite remember. I believe it's 2 turns after the battle starts. If you don't have this particular combination, a collection, this one right here, the 3 legendary ninja, you're going to want to switch this out for either a Curse Seal of Wrath level 3 or Curse Seal of Wrath level 4. Although I do believe it may be a Curse Seal of Wrath level 4. Now, everybody else, Curse Seal of Wrath level 5, doesn't matter, as long as they can go on the first turn. Now that I've explained this, also, you're gonna, once again, want to have Kaguya's items only be like this. You don't want to equip her ring or her, the ninja suit, which is the, Hashirama cells, I believe, because they trigger, Kaguya's, what do you call it? They trigger Kaguya's, passive. Same thing for, Madara Uchiha. You don't want his, Rinnegan ability, and you don't want his ring ability because they have the chance to trigger Kaguya's passive. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you this one right here, God's Creation. This is the demo version, obviously, and this is how it works. So I'm gonna go to number 1. She seals her passive, and says it ignores backhand. It's actually able to do it, and then he just does his thing, increases everybody's ninjutsu attack. He releases damage and then releases the curse seal. Right after Amaterasu. And Amaterasu does a little bit more damage. He releases Sage Art, as you can see, there you go. That was about 1 billion worth of damage because of the HP cut. But either way, he dealt damage even more. And she does nothing, essentially, for 1 round. And right now, you're going to see that she's going to release her skill. The reason she's able to do that is because she doesn't trigger the backhand, and now the Kaguya's twined for 2 rounds. Same thing for Madara. Just in case Kaguya misses this, Madara's there as backup. Once again, you can replace Madara and Kaguya if you have a combination card like Conan and Diva Path's combination card, because that particular combination card has the ability to always seal the passive and always seal the active skill, and it ignores backhand. So since it has that ability to do that, you can just replace Madara or Kaguya with, I don't know, anybody that you want, as long as you have that particular combination card in there. Now, the Pain Conan combination card should be able, in theory, to replace the Naruto Hinata combination card, but either way, you're going to need somebody to do this, to keep Kaguya twined every couple of rounds, and for the entirety of the battle, essentially. And once again, Madara is there just in case Kaguya fails at twining, just in case Zetsu fails at twining Kaguya. As you can see, I'm dealing quite a bit of damage because of the overclocking effect. My guys are just dealing 24 million casually. My weakest one is Hashirama, and that's really only because I didn't bother to put on his more ninjutsu attack on him. Otherwise, he'd be dealing at least 10 million, bare minimum. Now this is obviously based a little bit on luck, but either way, you're gonna be doing a lot of damage, and I'll answer you. Hang on. Did answer in a bit, and yeah, shout out to him. He was pretty awesome. But yeah, so here we go. As I was saying, this is just how it goes. If you're really unlucky, well, Kaguya and Madara won't twine for 1 entire round, and you're kind of screwed. But these guys have a very high rate of twining, so you should be fine. There's no need to worry about like the Hinata Naruto combination card. That's 100% effect. It's something that always happens as long as she releases her unique skill. And as you just saw, just broke the damage barrier, so that's another couple of billion right there worth of damage. So yeah, if this works out, this should be just the best, essentially, is what I'm trying to say. And yeah, they fucked up shit. Oh well. But here we go, that's not so bad. Still doing a lot of damage, but It's frustrating sometimes when this happens. Yeah, see, how did this happen actually, now that I look at this? Because it shouldn't have. She hasn't released her passive. Huh, that's strange. Either way, this worked and did a lot of damage. Didn't kill her, obviously, because she has quite a few billion worth of HP. But this is how that goes. Now, you can sub in, for example, for the Jiraiya Naruto combination card, you can put in a Diamond Tobirama or a Reborn Tobirama. That should be fairly good. But yeah, that's just, this is the best strategy I could come up with my particular amount of cards. Which I'm kind of worried now, because for whatever reason, she managed to release her unique skill, which she really shouldn't have been able to do. But let's see what's happening here. Let's see, everything's going well. I wonder what happened in the last one. I'm gonna have to go over this video, when I finish this particular video. Before I upload it, I'm gonna have to go over it and see what went wrong while I was talking. Or it could be that while I was looking away and talking to James, something else happened, that I wasn't aware happened. But either way, this is still working as far as I can tell. Still dealing a lot of damage. And once again, if the if the system takes into account the HP cut, the amount of damage that you do because of the HP cut, you should be dealing a couple of billion minimum. So I'm gonna be trying that fairly soon. I'm gonna be recharging after this video. If we don't get a free try, because I don't think that we do, but if we do get a free try, you're gonna see my try right now. I feel like this is foolproof. Really, biggest obstacles here are Kaguya and Zetsu and Kaguya. Maybe they don't twine her for whatever reason, but they should be able to, which is how it should go. Yeah, I can't see why, unless they both missed a twine last term. That's why she released her unique skill. But either way, it was at the end of the battle. It was already way too late for that. My cards were dealing billions at the end of the battle. Doesn't matter even if she did manage to release her unique skill. Yeah, I mean, my guys are just destroying Kaguya, and those... Yeah, see, what the fuck? She shouldn't have been able to release that right now. But I can see a problem cropping up right now. Yeah, see, shit. I mean, still going to be dealing a massive amount of damage. Don't misunderstand me. As you can see, still a lot of damage, but you're no longer going to be able to rely on that HP cut, which is kind of unfortunate, but it happens, I suppose. That's weird. That's really weird. Oh well. But like I said, either way, still dealing a lot of damage. Obviously, you go from dealing like 20 billion down to 10 billion worth of damage. Is it unfortunate? Yes. But I mean, still a lot of damage, at least in my opinion. That's strange though. I didn't realize that. I think they just both missed their twine, which really sucks, but it can obviously happen from what I just saw. Hopefully, okay, yeah, he's gonna be able to release his unique skill. There you go. There you go. That's another couple of 100 million worth of damage. Can he release his unique skill? No, he can't. Oh well. Still, a lot of damage to be done. So let's give it a go. Yeah, see, you need a recharge for that. Kind of frustrating. I mean, it would have been nice if you could just do a consumption at the very least for one ticket. See a refining bag. Basket of all powerful scrolls. Kotomatsu Kami Shisui. Shisui's ninja suit. Ninja dog park. Totes H package. Curl's left eye. Sharingan. Kagami. Kotomatsu Kami. Kagami's armor. Lightweight pants. Yeah, it doesn't seem like you get enough. You get a free try, which really sucks, but I mean, these are the same devs that fucked us over before, so what's one more time, right, guys? So let's see. Yeah, I can't see any free stuff for the for a free try, essentially, is what I'm trying to say. Gonna have to recharge 220 gold. But either way, within 3 days, I should be able to do the showcase for Kaguya, not Kaguya, but for what's his face? Damn, what's his face? For Obito, and tomorrow I'm gonna be able to do the showcase for the consciousness and faith. I know I've been putting that off lately, but I mean, I'm really just trying to concentrate right now on what's current, which is this particular event. Damage website. Let's see how much damage is being done. Still, that's the top guy, so hopefully we're gonna be able to break that. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow with a new video, hopefully with a consciousness and fate showcase. Although, if they release anything on us, that might take precedence. So sorry if you were looking forward to that right now, but I mean, come on, guys. I would think that this would be a little more important. And this is just to tell you how much CP you have. You really, basically. So yeah, that's really about it for this video. Leave a like if you liked it, leave a dislike if you don't. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with a new video.